We are going to discuss Manchester United post Fergie, na Kenya namaanisha tuta analyze managers wa Man U. Managers wa Man U wenye wamekuwa since Ferguson left. Tunataka tujue, is Manchester United progressing ama wanarudi nyuma? So since Ferguson atoke, it's almost 11 years or rather 11 seasons, and Manchester have not won the Premier League title. Na hivi ndio mlikuwa mnacheka Arsenal tu. Ati yo mmechapa 10 years. Sasa ndio hiyo mmechapa 10 years. Mnaenda 11th year. Na hakuna hopes za Manchester United kuwini kikombe anytime soon. Let's just be serious. So let's have a look at the managers wenye wamekuwa now, na tuone, are you moving forward, are you moving back? So Caleb, kuna since Ferguson atoke mkapatia Moyes. Moyes aliingia hiyo season ya 2013-2014. Mkatuambia this is the new Fergie. What do you think? Unaweza sema ni juu ya Moyes briefly tu, ulimpenda au kumpenda? What do you think?
You see, Moyes was Moyes alikuwa someone very special. You see, the fact that he was chosen to replace, I would say, someone who had been at the club since I think 1986. Ferguson amekuwa kwa club kutoka 1986 to around 2013. And he'd actually won a lot of things. Ameshinda Champions League, ameshinda Premier League severally, ameshinda hizi domestic cups severally. The next person to take after him definitely angekuwa na a lot of pressure. Na Moyes alikuwa trusted for the job. Na kulikuwa na a lot of expectation from him, though he did not match the expectation. Ali perform, I will say, not up to his standard, because Moyes is not a bad coach. We've seen what he has done at West Ham. He's a very good coach, but the fact that he was going to come on and replace someone who had achieved a lot in the club, ingekuwa kitu ingine ngumu sana. So I believe Moyes probably achieve whatever he expected to achieve because of the pressure. Najua Manchester United ni club kubwa. Najua huwezi relate nikisema hivyo. But Man U ni club kubwa, na ukiwa manager wa Manchester United kuna a lot of pressure from the fans, from everyone all around you. So Moyes hakumeet the expectation. Sadly.
But at least I win Community Shield.
Leta silverware iko mbaya, but win the check. I remember I managed around 56 games. 56 games, and if I can remember very well, I win like 25, 26 matches.
So that's around 50%.
Yeah, 50%, which was not very good. Coming from someone who was set to replace the GOAT of all managers. So haik work out for Moyes, sadly.
Okay, yeah, that's true. He was the chosen one. Apparently he was selected to replace Fergie, and we expected that endelesha legacy, but ilimshinda. And then from there naona alika only one season.
Alika season moja. I think Ryan
Giggs akachukua kama interim manager.
Giggs aliingia kama managed like 4 matches.
4 matches,
He only managed to win 2 games. Na yeye mwenyewe aliadmit that the pressure was a lot and he could not handle. That is where we got the Dutchman mwenyewe, Professor
Louis van Gaal.
Louis van Gaal akapea Giggs or assistant. Louis van Gaal pia kulikuwa na a lot of potential. Personally, I actually thought that was the person. With his experience, with his style of play, nilijua umse angetupeleka to another level. But
Karibu alishinda FA Cup.
Kushinda domestic cup. Unajua sisi tunakuwa na standard. tuko na standard hizi domestic cup kidogo inakuwa tashwishi, lakini tulifurahia kuona at least alitoka na silverware. Unajua hata kama hakumeet ile expectation, alitoka na kitu. So later on ndio tukaleta Mr. Special One. Mourinho, I will say, has been the most successful person. Personally, Ole Gunnar ndio amekuwa my favorite. But in terms of performance na vile coaches hao wote wamekuwa perform post Fergie, I will say Mourinho ndio ameachieve a lot. He actually won the Europa and the EFL pia. Now he managed quite the second, and it came verbatim from him that was the best achievement he had in his career, finishing second with Manchester United. That could actually show how difficult it was, maybe with the squad that he had, with the pressure, the issue of owners in Konga. Yeah. So after Mourinho, we had Ole alikuja in two phases. Naweza sema Ole part 1 na Ole part 2. Ole part 1 ni yule mwenye alikuja kama interim. Alikuwa na very long streak. Ya magames zenye alienda without losing, and we actually rewarded him with a 3 years contract. So hii ilikuwa situation kama ukikatia dem, ukimkatia ako fiti kabisa, akishaingia box hapo bibi yako, vitu zina change kabisa. So Ole Gunnar tulimpea kazi permanent, and since then hakuwa the same. Vitu zilianza kwenda hapa na pale, ulikuwa unaona matches zake kushinda ilikuwa ni kama fluke, but ungesoma play style yake, aliweza kupromote a lot of young players. Style yake ya counter attacking ilikuwa fiti. We had that special night at Paris yenye tulipiga PSG. That was one of the memorable times. So I believe for a reason nilikuwa naona Ole Gunnar alikuwa anapenda Manchester United sana at heart. Maybe ile alikosa experience, but for me I thought he was the best person. I wouldn't mind having him maybe in the future. Then after Jose Mourinho tulichukua Carrick. After Ole tulichukua Carrick. I would back Carrick to be a future coach at Manchester United. And he handled the situation, tulikuwa mbaya, but handle the few matches he managed. I think he managed only 3 matches, if I'm not wrong. 3 matches, alizimanage fiti, then akamaliza, akaishia. And I believe right now he's performing so well where he is. Then after Carrick, tulikuwa na ndio tuleta Ralf Rangnick. Tulikuwa na hii famous I will call it Gengen pressing. Gengen pressing. Tulikuwa tunaona this is the person. Huyu ni tulikuwa tunaambiwa ni amekuwa mwalimu wa Klopp, amekuwa mwalimu wa coach wa wote, Hansi Flick wote. Tukajua tumepata the jackpot. Na tukampea pia post ya sporting director. But he did not live the expectation as well, and probably even after leaving akapata kazi kwa country yake, akaacha pia hiyo sporting role. But Ralf Rangnick can expose a lot of things, and I believe one of the things hizo critics zake ndio zimefanya at least tumekuwa na a lot of changes kwa team. Then currently now tukachukua Ten Hag tuliona from the record, ama ungeangalia managers wote wenye tungeendea kwa soko, Ten Hag ndiye anakuwa the best option. Juu tulikuwa tumeona chini alikuwa amefanya pale Ajax. He had a very youthful team. He had a good style of play. Alisumbua teams pale. amekuja na ametuletea players wa recruitment yake haijakuwa mbaya sana, though hajakuwa backed completely na team, but players wenye ameleta so far wamekuwa fiti. The likes of Casemiro ameleta good experience, alileta Lisandro Martinez pia amekuwa fiti sana, ameleta pia Anthony amekuwa fiti. So ukiangalia pia players wenye analeta pia ni wa players wazuri kabisa, na huyo ndio na we all know that Rome was not built in a day. I believe Ten Hag ndio msemo mwenye ataturudisha back to our glory days. If at all he will be backed completely. Najua kuna saa zingine team inaendanga inakosa kuwa na form for sometimes, watu wanapiga kelele, alafu hiyo pressure ikikuwa mingi, you get the owners wana maybe dismiss coach, but I believe Ten Hag akipewa time na resources, he's going to turn around everything and take Manchester United back to their glory days.
So nice analysis ya managers umefanya, but unajua pia it's a really worrying trend. 10 years down the line, no league. 10 years down the line, manage only 5 top 4 finishes. Na tukiangalia kwa hiyo span ndio imekuja ikawapea jina Kiburi FC. Out of this 10 years, Arsenal imemanage kumaliza 7 times mbele yenu, like above you on the table.
Wamebeba ligi.
Hawajabeba ligi ya tukatai. But sasa hiyo argument yenu ya Kiburi FC, we accept 10 years fagi mlikuwa wanoma. Sahi, I mean, without fear of favor, Manchester is one of the most useless teams in the EPL since Ferguson left. Na si chuki.
Okay, you're very right. Najua there's a saying in English that says you are only successful when your successors succeed. Na believe ile time ya Fagi na unaangalia kama hatukulook beyond hiyo time yake. Hatukuwa na idea completely what will happen after he left your club kabisa. That's why we're finding ourselves in a mess. Tunafanya everything, tunafanya tu na kupanic. Tenda to lose several games, mvute coach nini, hakuna ile structure. Unaona even these top coaches, Pep akiingia Man City, Klopp akiingia Liverpool, hata Fergie mwenyewe akiingia Manchester United, he was given a lot of time. Shida siku hizi pia ball imeevolve. Ball watu wanataka result, immediate result kabisa. Hata dem manzee mkienda mfanyio kitu leo, hata pata mtu hii kesho ama nini. Ni kitu ita take time kabisa. So hiyo ndio kitu tumemiss kutoka Fergie aende. Hatukuwa na plan ya what will happen after Fergie leaves, na hatuja trust our managers wenye tumekuwa tukileta kabisa, because tumekuwa na more than around 7-8 managers. Au ni managers wengi, na kila manager ukiona akikam anakuja na his set of players. Akitoka inamaanisha mwenye anakuja pia hata tumia players wengine pia ile sana, atabaki maybe na mmoja ama wawili. Una end up ku spend more but get value of the money that you're spending. So I believe if we give Ten Hag is a good coach. If we give him time na resources kabisa, and we just trust him. Najua hata finance high risk, unapata pia benefits za juu kabisa. We just trust him completely and give him time, and I believe he's going to turn around things. Now Manchester United itarudi back to the glory days, na nilikwambia hata last time tuko sabbatical leave na tutarudi
after 30 years probably. Maybe after 30 years.
Tunarudi.
Kurudi na mtarudi atukatai. But 20 more years to come. Since Ferguson aende in 2012-2013. Kutoka hiyo time mpaka saa 11 seasons mmekuwa na 8 managers. Hiyo ina average to almost manager amekuwa akirun team for almost 1.5 years. Wewe unaona jijue hiyo ndio tunafanya Manchester sasa hii iko state yenye iko, ama hamjapata the right person wa kurun Manchester. What do you think about our managers wote nani wenye wamekuwa
From Ferguson?
since Ferguson aenda?
Since Ferguson aende, the first manager tulikuwa nayo ni David Moyes. And David Moyes was a good manager. Shida ni moja, he was entering a big shoe. West Ham had not performed as much as Manchester United was performing at that time. Ferguson was cream de la cream of managers. He was the best manager, even worldwide, I would say, because he won during the Ballon d'Or as the best manager at around that time. So Ferguson was entering a big shoe, I would say. And he could not keep up with the pace that Ferguson had set, because Ferguson said that either a season passes or we win consecutively the EPL. He could not manage it in his first season, and there was a lot of pressure, so he had to leave the club at that point. The next manager we had is Ryan Giggs, who was the interim manager. He did well, tried to introduce the Fergie time at 75 minutes, but he scored an average because he won 2 and lost 2. So I wouldn't judge him because he never took a lot of time in the position. Then we had Louis van Gaal. Louis van Gaal, the Dutch manager. He was also a good manager, but the problem is I felt he was trying to make Manchester United like a small Netherlands, with the Memphis Depay, the Dutch players, trying to introduce a lot of Dutch players in the team and trying to make Manchester United almost a Dutch team. So I wouldn't say he was doing good, because he never won anything.
No, he actually won the FA Cup.
He won the FA Cup. Oh yeah, he won the FA Cup, but still he could not meet the standards that were set, and by Ferguson, knowing that Man United is the biggest club in England. The next one was Jose Mourinho. According to me, he was the best manager for the past 10 seasons. He won most of the cups, and he introduced quality players. But the problem is he used to be given, I think he also complained that he was trying to compare Manchester United and Manchester City, when he was trying to say that Manchester City have almost more than 2 players who are fantastic at their job in almost every position. But Manchester United used to cut his budget and give him just, let's say, sporadically, just by bits, telling him you can buy a good midfielder, you can buy a good keeper, you can buy but he was not given money to actually build a whole team. So he could not, but with what he had, I think he did a great job, and he won the most.
Yeah, Mourinho is the one who won the most. If you look at all the managers you had after Ferguson, Mourinho won 3 cups.
Yeah.
EFL, Community Shield, and the Europa Champions Cup in 2016-2017. And then we have Ole next.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a Manchester United legend. Ole Gunnar, to me, football is 3 things. Tactical game, it's a technical game, and it's also a game of luck, a game of chances, because any team can win in football. And for me, I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had any tactics, any tech. He was just lucky, because there's nothing you can say, like, let's say, you cannot say this is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's way of football. This is his formation. This is how he plays. The same way you can say right now, for example, this is a Pep style of playing football. You couldn't say it about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, though he tried, because he finished at the top of the table. Not at the top, but number
Second.
2.
Finished second.
He finished second, and I think when the luck couldn't help him, they just had to do away with him.
So, okay. And then after Ole Gunnar, we had Michael Carrick. That is coach number 6.
Michael Carrick was an interim manager. He tried to handle the situation because Solskjaer was just from a poor streak, but he tried to handle the situation, so I can't say much about him because he was interim. He managed just a few games, so I can't talk about him.
Next is Ralph Ragnick. In Swahili tulikuwa tunasema coach wa makoch.
Coach wa makoch.
Mlituletea coach wa makoch. Ati huyu coach amecoach Jurgen Klopp. Sijui amecoach nani? Vitisho mob. Hapo ndio kiburi ilianzia. What do you have to say about that coach?
You know, Ralph Rangnick was, I think it's just a classic example of where there's a business teacher who teaches about business but has no business. That's a classic example of Ralph Rangnick. He was a coach who taught how to coach but never knew how to be a coach.